Hello YouTube friends, and welcome to another episode of RV Destinations Unknown. We are Ryan and Jessica. Today we are in Steamboat Springs, Colorado, and we are going to visit the Yampa River Botanic Park. It is a free attraction here in Steamboat Springs. Let's go inside these gates and discover it. Now, the first thing I want to point out is look at these gates. Look, let me get in nice and close on them. How cool are these gates? Go ahead, Jesse, open the door for us.
Oh.
Nice,
you smell
heavy.
The smell? Like even coming in here, you can smell the smell.
Well, they can't, but
we're painting a picture for you guys.
We can smell the smell. But check this out. How awesome is this? I'm gonna swing the camera around real quick and kind of show you first impressions. Isn't that awesome? I have to say, you know, it is June of 2023. We're right on the cusp of summer. Colorado, I don't know, depending on who you ask, and I guess what part of the state you're in, really doesn't have a spring. It pretty much goes from snow to rain to a little bit of heat and then back into snow again. But check this out behind us. You know, look at all of these colors, all of this, these, you know, spring colors, if you will, for Colorado. I guess it'd be spring colors. I don't know who they chose to do the landscaping here, but I have to say it is phenomenal the way that this is laid out. Jesse's pointing out some flowers. Check these things out. How awesome is that? You know, purple is our favorite color, and I have to say this garden is for us. I think it's nothing but purples. Yeah. You know, if you're thinking about establishing a garden in your land and your property, hey, come out to Steamboat Springs and check this one out first. It's going to give you some great ideas. You know, I'm walking up one of the cobblestones kind of through the garden. Let me kind of zoom out there so you can see, you know, this place is just absolutely tranquil. You can come out here, you can spend honestly half a day, sit, read a book, have a snack. There's tons of you know, little nooks and crannies off into the different gardens that are here on this piece of property where you can just sit and be by yourself and enjoy nature. And as Jesse mentioned, you know, when we first came into the park, the smell here, you know, this is what we're getting to smell, are these fir trees. And I have to say, it smells amazing here. You know, check out this rock garden behind me as I'm walking down. This beautiful trees. I mean, yeah, like I mentioned, I don't know who they hired to do this, who curated this this piece of property. I don't know if it's city managed or if there's a landscape company, but I mean, look at that. What garden has a rock, you know, I don't want to call it wall. It's not a rock wall. Formation? What is it? Formation. There you go. You know, has rock formations in it. But, you know, check out some of these flowers. Just look at them. Aren't they beautiful? Absolutely stunning flowers. You know, here's somebody over here. Let me ask, hey, can I ask you a question? Who curated this? Who designed the layout? Was it city or did they hire a landscape company? Do you know?
So it started in 1990. Bob and Audrey Eniver.
Okay.
Two local folks pretty much transformed this property, which was a horse pasture,
that's cool,
into a botanic park.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think various contractors
basically just grew from there, huh?
Yeah, it was like really a grassroots sort of thing.
Wow, that's so cool. And it's free for the people. I mean, that's awesome. Well, hey, thank you for your work. You're doing great. So how about that, you know, learn a little bit, you know, a family back in the 90s, you know, transformed this, as she was mentioning, from a horse pasture into a botanic park. And over the years, it has just been added to. Boy, did they do a great job. I mean, check this out behind me, all the pinks, the purples, you know, it is absolutely stunning here. Let me catch up with Jessie. I think she has found a favorite tree of hers. What did you find?
Yeah.
Let's see.
It looked like roses a little bit, but it's just looked the pink and beautiful, and I just feel like I'm a princess in the midst of all this pink here.
You know, speaking of which, I think this would be an amazing place to have a wedding. You know,
Yep.
They do have a giant green field, which we're coming up on, that's right across from the pond. I don't want the background, though, to get lost. You know, it's very hard to do one of these episodes where you're trying to capture the beauty of a botanic garden. But we are going to include some pictures. So why don't we drop some pictures here for you to look, and then we'll show you some more of this garden. So I also want to show you some of the architecture and sculptures that they have. You know, they really tried to make this place stand out in terms of the different little gardens that are throughout here. They kind of each have their own theme, if you will. Even the reading area over here, let me walk over towards it. You know, if you have any time to spare here in Steamboat Springs and you want something to do that's free, if it's a nice sunny day, I think this is the place that you're going to want to come. I mean, you can just bring a book, sit out here, read for a little bit, walk around, smell the flowers. I mean, check some of these out. Aren't they beautiful? You know, all the various colors. Let me try to catch up with Jessie here. So, you know, as I mentioned, there's tons of these just little stepping stones throughout the gardens that allow you to get kind of up close and personal. You know, even this arch, check that out. You know, how cute is that? We're gonna come on kind of through the garden here, if you will, and through all the trees, because we see some awesome pink flowers right up ahead that we want to show you, as well as a beautiful bench. I'm not sure who donated this, but check this out. Isn't that stunning? I mean, the rich color of it is amazing. And look at these. How awesome are these, you know, flowers? I mean, as I mentioned, if you have any time at all, you're just passing through Steamboat Springs, this is a place that you're going to want to come, right? Jessie's over here nodding her head, you know, 2 thumbs up. And, you know, it really is a perfect day for this.
It's like 73 degrees out.
Which in Colorado is different. Yeah, 73 degrees, you can be like, whoo, that's a little warm. As you can see, I'm wearing a sweater, right? But check this out, you know. I'm gonna kind of walk down these stairs, hopefully I don't fall, because I want you to be able to see the sculpture behind me, or actually above Jessie's head.
My bad.
I want you to be able to see the sculpture behind us here. And, you know, all of the flowers, just look at them, check them out. You know, how awesome are these flowers? And now we've come to kind of the venue area and the lake where, you know, if you wanted to have a party, a wedding, I mean,
Picnic?
you have plenty of space for it, right? Now let's head over to the lake. I want to show you guys the bench that's out here, the bridge. I mean, the giant, let's check this out. The giant frogs that are out here. You know, check this guy out. But look at this lake. I mean, how pristine, right? It is absolutely gorgeous here. The sculptures, the statues, the smell of the flowers. I have to say, just tranquil. I think that's the word that really comes to mind, is just tranquil. You know, let's walk over here real quick and show you the bridge, because the flowing water that runs under it, I mean, if you like the sound of flowing water and you love a tranquil, peaceful lake and a bridge, I'm telling you, there it is. This is the place that you're gonna wanna hang out most. There's a bench right here where you can sit and read a book, have a snack, but just look at that. Isn't that just beautiful? Absolutely stunning. Let's catch back up with Jesse. Jesse's pointing out some things. Check these out. You know, the one here in Denver, it is beautiful. The one here in Denver, when it's in bloom, it is a cold state. So the first time that we went to it, all the plants were hibernating. They're not dead. We did learn that. A
mistake that we did.
Yeah, a groundskeeper did get on to us for asking why are the plants dead. They're not dead. They're hibernating. But you know, I don't think they touch this one. You know, and it's free.
Exactly.
You know, most of them are 12, 20 bucks, something like that a person. This one's absolutely free. So there's a few more spots I want to show you. Give us a second. Let's kind of get to them. We're on this little forestry nature trail here, and we want to show you some of the awesome stuff. So check out these pictures, and then we'll show you the next gardens. So check this out. You know, I mentioned that there are sculptures throughout the garden. I'm not sure if they're donated maybe by a local artist. There's not really any placards or anything that we found identifying who made them, but I have to say they're very well done, and the placement of them is absolutely perfect. You know, I mean, a little bear, kind of, you know, baby bear walking through the garden. How cute is that? Come on over. There's another garden on the other side of this one that we'll walk you through. In the meantime, check out some pictures of this one. All right, so check out this upper level pond. This one is actually feeding into a lower pond, which then feeds into the main pond. Not really sure where the main body of water comes from. I'm assuming part of the Yampa River would be my guess, but absolutely stunning here. You know, how tranquil is this? This one actually has a rock feature, which Jessie is frantically pointing out to me. She's like, bring our viewers over, show them the rock feature. They want to see it. So here it is. Check it out. I mean, absolutely beautiful. There's even a giant monarch butterfly hanging out on one of the rocks. I'm telling you, this place, it truly is just, you know, spectacular. It's stunning. I don't know if they have volunteers that take care of it. I don't know if the city takes care of it. But, I mean, check this out. So this is the second level pond. Third level pond is down there. There's the bridge that we just showed you all. And then of course, more rocks with a little privacy bench. And look at these. Jesse and I absolutely love these. Check these out. They are beautiful flowers, absolutely perfect. We're gonna circle around the pond to the last bit of gardens. So we'll be right back. Check out some more pictures right here, and we'll see you on the other side of the pond. All right, so we made it to part of the other side of the pond. You know, check out these flowers though. Absolutely beautiful. Now, there is a giant sculpture turtle right up ahead. So I do want to show you the turtle, but you know, check out this. Isn't it just peaceful? Minus the lawnmower, I do apologize. You know, you can't control everything when you're doing these YouTube channel videos, but you know, the pond itself is stunning. And check out this fella. We're gonna call him Fred. I don't know why, but kind of looks like a Fred. So we'll call him Fred. Check him out. And then of course, a sculpture. I don't know if you can see it in the GoPro, but a sculpture dragonfly. How cool is that? I mean, this place, absolutely stunning.
Also, one thing here is if you look around, there are plenty of park benches to sit on.
Yeah.
So even if you just want to sit down and just look at everything, or just rest, or just take in the beauty of everything, there are a lot of park benches, and it's just stunning here.
Absolutely. You know, and one of the things about this Botanic Park, not garden, but Botanic Park, is it butts up against the Yampa River. Hence the name Yampa River Botanic Park. So we're going to kind of circle around some of these nature trails and get to the other side of the Botanic Park, and I'm going to show you the Yampa River, and then we'll wrap up on the far side of this garden. I have to say, this place surprisingly is huge. By the way, if you're new to our channel, make sure to subscribe, and if you're liking the content, do give us a thumbs up. Those likes really do help. Those subscriptions help. We are building our YouTube channel, and by all means, we want to hear from you. So leave us some comments in the box below. We'll see you at the Yampa River. All right, so we're getting very close to the Yampa River. I found a sculpture here though that I think is probably my absolute favorite, mainly because it integrates nature with metal. And so I'm gonna show it to you right now. Is this one right behind me. I don't know if you can see it, but this is actually a tree branch that they have anchored to a concrete block, and then they posted a metal eagle atop it. I mean, it's absolutely beautiful. And check out the little garden that's underneath it. I mean, how cute is that? Hey, we've got just a little bit more to go. Oh, Jessie has found some flowers that she's sniffing. Let me show them to you. Let's see.
Look how big they are. I'm just amazed at like the color and the size of them, and it's just...
Yeah, I think one of the things that I'm most impressed with is even with the extreme temperatures, they managed to do well. You know, last night I think it was 48 degrees, something like that. They managed to survive well, so they're picking out flowers that are doing really great. This looks like something that goes in the bottom of my fish tank. I'm not sure. It's oak grass, blue oak grass. That's pretty cool. I don't know that I've ever seen blue oak grass before, but come on this way. We're gonna show you the Yampa River. There is a little pavilion here. Well, I say little, it's not really little. There it is. There's a giant pavilion here where you can sit, have coffee, you know, use the restroom, all of that kind of stuff. They also have covered picnic tables, but right up ahead is the Yampa River. So we're gonna show you that now. So it really is a shame that I did not have the GoPro going for this because Jessie has found a cute little kitty cat Rather, I found it because it jumped out the side of the building when I was walking by. We didn't know what kind of animal it was at first, but check it out behind me. Behind me,
park kitty.
It's the park cat. All right, it keeps all the mice away from the flowers. So check this out. You know, we're right here at the visitor center. It's called the Trillium House. I'm not sure why the sign is on the riverside versus the front side of the building, but this is the Trillium House. It is nestled right here on the Yampa River. How about that? Isn't it stunning? We're gonna actually end this episode by walking a little bit of the Yampa River. This concrete path, it goes for miles. You know, we've seen it driving all the way around. It basically covers the entire city of Steamboat Springs. You can walk it, you can bike it. Like I said, if you have a free day here in Steamboat Springs, this I think is definitely something that you're gonna wanna do. Bye, Park Kitty. We'll see you at the next stop in the Botanic Garden. All right, friends, so we're at the next stop here, and I just wanna show you just some of these flowers. You know, check these out. I mean, they're absolutely stunning colors. You know, right up ahead is a whole field of purples, oranges, pinks, yellows. I don't know, rainbows? Maybe it's a Skittle patch. We'll call it the Skittles. But here it is. We're actually going to walk kind of like this so that you can see it. Check these out. Look at them. I mean, absolutely stunning colors. How do you beat this? Like, check out how beautiful that is. I mean, I know Jessie has her favorites. I have my favorite. Look at this one. Look how orange this one is. Absolutely beautiful. You know, if you know me personally, you know that I love taking pictures with my Nikon. Flowers on hikes and stuff is something that I always take pictures of. I think we found Jessie and my favorite flower. I don't see a tag, so if you know what kind of flower this is, let us know in the comments below. But I mean, they are absolutely stunning flowers. And Jessie pointed this out to me. You know, you have the white cherry blossom trees, and check this out. It almost looks like it has snowed. I mean, it is, if the wind blows, they start falling down. You feel like you're in a winter wonderland. It is just absolutely serene, peaceful, tranquil. You've got the river running in the background, and you're just surrounded by flowers. It's absolutely stunning. What you got?
I think if you guys ever just need a burst of color in your life,
yes,
like somewhere that's very peaceful and tranquil and just like get out of the city or whatever the case is, come to this place because you can definitely have that burst of color.
Absolutely, absolutely. You know, I think it's going to give you a smile, like Jessie said, just a quick burst of colors. You know, but look at the detail that they put into curating this. You know, you have rock paths, you have giant boulders, you've got small boulders that I think kind of represent Garden of the Gods slightly. And I mean, it's just really done well. And you know, one of the cool things that they also have here is a hawk nest that they put out in the middle of the Yampa. Basically what they do is they erect a telephone pole, they build a plywood platform at the top, and then the hawks that are here in the area, it's the osprey family, they actually come and build a nest. And so if you look right up there, sorry, it's not the easiest to do this with your GoPro, but if you look right up there, that is actually the osprey family hawk nest. How cool is that? They've incorporated it into the garden, into the park. And then one of, as we're kind of wrapping up our walk through the Botanic Park, you know, one of the things here kind of tucked away on the backside is the history. You know, you see all of these pedestals with information. this is actually the history of this park, like how it got started, all that kind of stuff. And as one of the gardeners mentioned, you know, it was purchased in 1992. By 1995, they had begun well into excavation, and then it was open in 1996, 1997, and it has just been added to, you know, every year. So we're going to continue walking around. The last thing that we want to show you is actually the children's pavilion area. There's a reading nook over there and all that kind of stuff. So let us make our way over there and we'll show you that next. All right, so Jesse's hounding me to start filming right here so that you can see the entrance to the children's garden. How cool is this though? One of the things that we were reading on one of the plaques is the local schools, elementary schools, actually bring their classes here, and they have a reading area set up, and the teacher reads the children's stories, or they break up into small reading groups. And, you know, they have kind of a day in the garden park to actually read. And I just think that's so cool. You know, get the kids out of the classroom, bring them here so that they can sit and listen to somebody read. And then they also have what I call Snoopy's house. It looks like Snoopy's house. What do you think? Leave us comments in the box below. Is that Snoopy's house or what?
I think we need to go in here and bring out our inner child.
There you go. Well, the last time I walked through, I hit my head, so...
I don't know, can we sit on this little bench here?
I'm just going to spin the camera around and show you the inside.
We got a little bench, we got a little board here, you got some books, and you got to be careful for your head. You don't hit it for tall people. And there we go. Isn't it so cute?
You know, I just have to say, I think as a kid, you would absolutely love it. And I mean, look at the flowers that they have. How they keep these flowers so pristine around small children, I don't know how they keep them from running through it, but I mean, they're absolutely beautiful. There's not a spot of this park that they missed when it comes to the cultivation of it. I mean, even the community garden, you know, they have these boxes here for the high school horticulture club to come out and plant organic vegetables and that sort of thing. You know, they're teaching the next generation how to garden, really.
Very important.
Now, I will say, when you come to this park, it's going to be very confusing because it's behind soccer and baseball fields. But, you know,
just keep going.
Yeah, it doesn't diminish the beauty of it. I have to say, for free, I don't care if it was behind a landfill, as long as it looked this pretty. So here's kind of where we're going to wrap up the garden episode. Like I promised, we are still going to go walk the Yampa River walk. We're going to do that. But we wanted to end the episode back at what I think is the best part, or the best feature of this garden, and that's right here at the rock wall. I have to say, it is just stunning. We'll see you at the Yampa River. Thank you for joining us here at another episode of RV Destinations Unknown. Let's go walk the city walk. Hey friends, so we're heading towards the Yampa River gates. We wanted to give a quick shout out to Maddie. She is a horticulturist here at the Botanic Park, and she took time out of her schedule. She was mowing lawns and you know, taking care of the grass and the plants, but she took time out of her day to kind of chat with us, give us some backstory of the park, and really just have a good conversation. And she also enlightened us that the crab apple trees, which are what's behind us, are hitting their peak, and you know, is making it look like snow, like we said, you know, which is awesome. So we're here at the gates. We're fixing to head out towards the Yampa River. So let's go through the gates and we'll show you the Yampa River. All right, friends, so we're out on the city walk, and here is the Yampa River. How awesome is that? I mean, the water is flowing. You know, if you check out episodes that are dropping here for Steamboat Springs, you'll see Fish Creek Falls. That actually is feeding a lot of the Yampa River, and boy, is the water flowing this time of year. They had tremendous amounts of snow melt, which is adding to the water levels and the speed of the water, but we truly hope that you enjoyed this episode. If you're new to our channel, make sure to subscribe and do give us a thumbs up if you like the content. By all means, we want to hear from you, so leave us some comments in the box below. So here's a little extra special. We're here and a fisher has caught a fish. So if you're wondering if you can catch anything in this river, hey, there it is. Congrats on your catch. Hey friends, here's one more extra onto our YouTube channel. There's the hawk nest, the osprey nest, and they are up in the nest right now. We're getting to see them catch fish and bring it up and feed it to their babies. So we wanted to show you the nest. There it is. We'll see you at our next destination unknown.